Howdy everyone. I have been moving, so I haven't really had time to post any videos or work on the Corvette. I installed those two lights and it's a one-car garage. Thankfully it's not super tiny as compared to some one-car garages, so I do have enough room to work, but not that much space. Anyway, basically update on the 08 Z06. It's got cam, aggressive cam. It's been bored and stroked to like a 7.4. It's got all this work on it if you haven't kept up with my past videos, and one or multiple lifters are going out. It has Johnson lifters. What I don't know is I called the person who last built the engine and they said, yeah, I had Johnson lifters, had an oiling issue that caused one of the lifter cylinders to be sleeved, which makes me think, did they really fix that lifter issue, or is it another lifter that was going out, or maybe there was another that should have been sleeved and they didn't do it? I don't know. The more and more I get into this car, the more and more I think the Z06 should remain stock. It should remain stock at all costs. Don't put a cam in it. Don't do engine work. Don't get a tune. Don't do all these things, because I just haven't seen one with like long tubes, a cam, a good tune, make it to 150,000 miles. Maybe that's because people are hard on them. Maybe that's because they're not tuned properly. I don't know, but I'm put in a position to where I still owe 3/4 of the amount I bought this car for, and I'm making payments on it, yet I can't sell it for even 3/4 of what this car is worth, because nobody's gonna buy a car for, let's say, 25K and have to spend 10,000 on putting an engine or engine work on it. So it's sitting, and I just moved into a new house, and I don't really want to spend a bunch of money on this. That wouldn't be financially prudent for me. I can't just go and drop 10 grand on somebody else doing the engine work. So I'm either faced with keep paying on it until I get it cheap enough to where I can sell it to somebody and I lose probably 5 grand, or keep it and work on it as I have time, save up some money, and just take it slow. Might be a year, might be 6 months, might be 2 years, and just do everything myself. I would enjoy that. I think it's gonna be fun. And as long as I take my time and have good savings and make sure I'm financially sound before I spend any more money on it, then I should be fine. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I hate that I can't drive this thing. It's just sitting here in the garage. I got in it the other day. It starts okay, but you can hear every time I start it, it has a nasty lifter noise and engine shakes a little bit. No check engine light. But yeah, I think this is the final thing. I had to seal the garage floor. I wanted to do that before I got into this project, so I finished that. Yeah. Now I gotta take apart the whole engine. So this is probably gonna be a multi-step series to this video. I probably won't record every little thing just because it takes almost as much time to record, edit, and make a video as it does to just do the work yourself. But it's nice to have, especially if you need to go back and look at how something was. Another difficult thing is if I go back and put it in a stock cam, stock rods, whatever, I can't just easily do that without one, buying stock cam, stock rod, stock, all of these parts, which I could do, but I don't know if they're just gonna drop into the engine and fit just fine because it has so much done to it, you know? So yeah, we'll see. Long road ahead. I'll figure it out as I go. Got the C6 Corvette sitting here. I was able to dive into the engine just a little bit, at least the top end, and seeing a scuffed lifter. Not a surprise. There's a lot more to go here. About 10% into getting everything removed. Spent a lot of time today getting the garage set up. Been needing just a generally better workspace. So I've got my tools, spent a couple $100 on a couple random things. I had some spare wood lying around, so 4 or 5 hours And here we go. Got a really good setup, a good, pretty clean space to work with. I got the compressor, vacuum, outlets, good lighting all set up. So I can spend a few hours in here working on this thing. It's a 1-car garage, so I can't really fit much in here. So I'm having to, as I pull stuff off, putting them in containers, sealing them, making sure they're not gonna smell, and then just keeping them inside in some boxes where I have space, which I have plenty of space. So yeah, this is the start to the project.